Good evening. I can't really justify waiting any longer. According to the stats, there are 8 viewers, which I think is the most I've ever had at once. So, I realise I don't need my own headphones for this, so fuck that. Okay, here we go. As I said, I've got a horrible sore throat from talking far more than average, which is a heck of a lot by the normal instances of things. So I'm literally here to play Jinxter because I didn't get to play it at the weekend and it looks really pretty. And if anyone turns up and asks questions in the chat, I'll answer their questions. If not, you guys feel free to tell me how to play Jinxter. Hence, having the sore throat, I will not be reading out all the text to you because of, of what mentioned sore throat. So in fact, I might stay muted out for a lot of it and just leave the AY tunes playing in the background. I suppose I could try and read it. It would be quite amusing with my very bad throat. Probably just get worse throat, of course. Actually, I've got Super Great Box. Maybe have a go with that first, because I'm awful at this. Truly bad at this. I think my personal best was 4 at the show. Obtain joypad. At least it was nearby and I didn't have to go and get it. Could have been worse. Today we are playing on the ZX Pro Pad because it was the first one I grabbed off my desk. This is how these things work. Don't know if I've got the core set up correctly for this. Let's see my settings. Oh, definitely not correct. There we go. Half asleep. Zero. There we go. See, that's my brilliance. Three. Wow, that's nearly a personal best for me. So, it is. This isn't a new game. I just want to practice it because it really, really, really does my head in. I'm so awful at it, and that's that. I need to work on my awfulness. So. This is my theory. I am going to play Jinxter. I'm just going to... I would say claimed being it was months and months and months ago and the dates were there. You don't need to be quite so... I wasn't upset, per se. I was more interested in the fact that Mike was actually on the stream with me, chatting to me. This is not a game for playing when you're chatting to folks on the stream. It does take concentration, I think. And someone said the pit is supposed to kill you and it doesn't yet, so I'm glad that's the thing. Pretty much every one of my YouTube videos of the next was originally for Twitch and then extracted from Twitch. One of the things I didn't know about the Twitch platform is it actually deletes your videos over time if you don't go in and tell it to reserve and clip them, which is why there's only the one on my account, because the guys will actually probably remember that I've done quite a few streams over time as well. I've also done like 8-hour-long burn tests, overnight burn tests. We've done overnight burn tests of Scroll Nutter to test various core revisions right the way back through the core ages. So it's not actually about being on Twitch for gaming. So as you can see, I'm not a gamer and I'm pants at gaming. It's about having the next on Twitch for exposure. Let people see that this is the sort of thing you can do with the Spectrum next. Oh, you can kill the big ones. I am awful at this game. I'm going to play something else. 5, that's a new personal best. Ooh, let's drop the other A1 shoes. I pressed the wrong button. That wasn't very clever of me. I had to turn off my television audio because otherwise it was going to feedback loop and you'd get double AY music and stuff and things. So I had to find my remote control. And what you didn't hear me saying while I was muting that is I have magic see-through beer due to the wonders of chroma keying. Yeah, okay, now, as the wonderful text upon the screen tells you, Magnetic Interpreter. This port is by Stefan Byland. These were exclusive first shown in Manchester. Vitamin B. Vitamin Grolsch, Rob. Vitamin Grolsch. So these were. This is done by Stefan Byland. He's done these from the 16-bit interpreters and backported them to the Next for us. So we have all of their features. And get rid of the AY tunes for you. You'll see here we also have these lovely graphics. Now, a lot of the graphics Stefan were telling me have been converted from the ST 16-bit versions, but the problem is this graphic here he couldn't convert from that. There was it was done. It was had to be taken from, I think it was the Amiga. He said it was the Amiga version. I think I can't remember exactly. So it had many more colours in it. So the problem with it having more colours in it is he had to do a lot of hand conversion. So this graphic was actually done by Stefan himself, and I think this graphic is gorgeous. And it was this graphic that I saw initially that made me want to play the game more. Now, if I was going to be a good Twitch streamer, I would read this to you, but I'm not. Well, not all of it anyway. Let's start with this. Okay, real stroke of bad luck. That business with Mrs. What's-Her-Name and your car. Who would have thought that a trolley load of budget dog food could cause such a damage? And what was the old bag doing with budget dog food anyway, when all she has is a budgie? Maybe she thought it was budgie dog food, but who would feed budgie food from dogs? Balmy, twisted old Mrs. What's-Her-Name. Probably, never mind. At least you caught the bus. A stroke of luck, the bus. The walk home can seem endless, and of course it's bound to rain. Funny how good luck is getting rarer and bad luck more frequent these days. Perhaps these weird green magicians have got something to do with it. On the whole, green here, you wouldn't see them against the green screen. On the whole, though, you reckon it's all idle gossip. You decide to be philosophical and not think about it. Best to try and stay upright, no seats available as usual, and look forward to getting back home to your garden your books, and your spot of peace and quiet. Absolutely, Mike. It's Jack a fucking Nori. Version 1.0, and a jolly good version it is too. All rights reserved. We really mean it. No messing. Apparently, actually, the Magnetic Scroll guys are really good at these. There are loads of folks doing converts to the original 16-bit stuff, and they're really nice and really helpful. They've lost their original Z80 source code, I heard. So it'll be nice, because Stefan is making this open source, so they can have this as a yay, all back in the land of 8-bit. Good Stefan. Okay, on the bus. 2 rows of seats separated by a narrow central aisle run the length of this traditionally malodorous bus. It's no Rolls Royce, but then neither are you. There's a sign behind the driver's booth, and a set of automatic doors allow you on and off the bus. Mounted above the doors is a button. Well, it's a bus. I was telling every single child at the show, this is a world where you get to do all the things that you weren't allowed to in real life. So if you can think of it, you could do it. It's encouraging. Encourage kids to enter out with their dad, ask how to get the words and spelling and stuff. So from the idea being is, even from straight away, you're on a bus, you can do all the naughty things you couldn't do as a kid. Push the button. The other passengers look at you with some annoyance. They obviously aren't getting off at the next stop. That wasn't very exciting. Push the button. The driver turns and glares at you as if to say, "These ears work, you know." Oh, apparently we're doing silly voices now, which is going to be extra good for my throat. The bus makes an unscheduled stop to allow a ticket inspector aboard. He begins to examine the passengers' tickets as the bus drives off again. Push the button. I don't know, seems like a laugh, doesn't it? The bus screeches to a halt and the driver stalks down the aisle towards you, the word hate written across his face. "I don't have to drive this bloody bus, you know," he hisses. Well, that wasn't very hissy, was it? "I'm a qualified brain surgeon." Shouldn't be supposed to sound like Voldemort if I'm hissing, I don't know. He looks at you meaningfully and then returns to his seat, muttering curses under his breath, and resumes the journey. The inspector moves along the bus to your direction. What next? I think it's obvious, don't you? No, there's a proper way around this, I'm absolutely sure. In fact, I know there is. You're supposed to get the ticket and show the ticket inspector and get off at your lane. This is more fun. Ding! The other passengers look at you with some annoyance. They obviously aren't getting off at the next stop. "Tickets, please," says the inspector with that particularly irritating brand of cheerfulness adopted by all officials when exercising their authority. Now, I believe I can save. Please enter file name. Badjo 1. Are you sure? Yes. Boop. I saved on purpose. And reset. Let's go back to the same game. Now, I was playing that in 512 column mode, which is Timex mode. High resolution graphics, not great on every single monitor. Some monitors do it better than others. So, what Stefan's engine has also got is 256 column mode. I'll jump us through the music. And we still get our same lovely graphics, but we have a much higher resolution text now. I didn't show this off at all at the weekend because we were on a screen that was nice and legible. I don't know how this is going to come across on Twitch, so I wanted to have the chance to show both. And for those of you who were paying attention, yes, that was a bio pause. Okay, let's get through this. There we go. Load. Patcher 1. Yes. Okie dokie. Push the button. Because what else was I going to do? The driver turns and glares at you and says, "These ears work, you know?" And of course, the ticket taps me on the shoulder. Look for ticket? Nah, that's too fun. Push the button. Of course, we've seen this text before. And here we go. A note of intolerance edges the inspector's voice. Look, show me your ticket or I'll have to throw you off. See, now, one of the things I like about magnetic scroll games is you don't actually feel that all the linear bits are that linear. Yes, this text is very, very, very readable, Kev. It's a nice big size. I have to stay on the bus. This is literally a tutorial in text adventures that's being handed to me in a nice, simple, gentle way. I can experiment, I can play around, I can push the button, good old-fashioned text adventure style-y, or of course I can, do the proper thing, find my ticket, learn how to interact with the inspector. Either way, I'm coming off a never-ending lane. Inspector shouts something official at the driver and the bus screeches to a halt. The door opens and the inspector hurls you off. The inspector calls after you. My screen is not liking my capture card. Doesn't like this resolution actually, oddly enough. It seems to dislike this one. Oi, you forgot these. He tosses a bunch of keys at you, hopelessly uncoordinated. You fail to catch them. The doors close and the bus pulls away. Never-ending lane east. Seemingly endless, the lane stretches into the distance as far as the eye can see. And possibly a lot further. A rather old and battered-looking bus stop is the only feature. There is a keyring here. Yeah, keyring. You bend to pick up the keyring. A sudden, tremendous roaring fills your ears, like the roar of the sea. It is not, however, the roar of the sea, but the roar of an inhumanly, abominably, unfairly colossal bus. Your response to this hideous threat to your existence is to stand immobile with your mouth hanging open. What I think I'm going to do is actually play this over here on the screen, because this screen is slightly more legible for me than the other one. It's all right, I know. There we go. Okay. Look, let's see what's going on. I'm about to die. I should probably move. East? I don't know. No time. No time for that now. The squeal of the brakes followed by a signal dung of a small dog which is innocently munching a microscopic teeth. Oh dear. For those of you who don't know your references, this is of course his Douglas Adams Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference going on here. And anything Douglas Adams and Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference makes me laugh so much it's untrue. Oh dear, I've completely lost my train of thought. Let me rearrange my windows so I can see the text a bit. Okay. On the other hand, you're propelled to the surface of a firm grip on the collar, and you recover your so-called senses. You see a large pot-bellied figure in a herringbone overcoat, hovering a couple of feet above the pavement, munching a cheese sandwich. It's a dog's life, says the figure, a little tactlessly in the circumstances. Sacred coconut of this, holy banana of that, magic ocelot of the other. Don't know why I'd bother. Really? Never see the wife and kiddies, pauses reflectively, and brushes a few crumbs of processed cheddar from his moustache. Mind you, he continues, can't stand the sight of the wife and kiddies, so I suppose it's not too bad. He looks at you with a mournful vigilance. I am one of the guardians. I'm currently attached to the Department of Immortal Tyranny, Sacred Charm Subdivision. Would you believe I was immortal, would you? I wouldn't look at me and say, astound me, a bleeding immortal being, godlike his majesty. Well, there you are then. Which is why we need a mortal. Heard of Janador? Janador the what's her name? Which, causing a bit of aggravation. Spot of bother. There, me. I have an official document, as it will. Clarify the ongoing position at this point in time. He hands you the document. This is really killing my throat now. I really should stop reading. You can read it yourself this time, boys and girls. Ah, now that's going to be a bit of a bugger. I don't have any packaging. Should I Google what the document in the packaging was? So, now what? So this is where you're supposed to help me, dear chat room. If you're not paying attention, you're supposed to help. Right. I can't examine the document because I don't have the document. I'm going to Google the document in a different window. Nope, that's not it. It has a file extension. I don't like opening files that file extension. But tell you what, let's just try reading the damn thing. Well, that's a completely different answer. That's much better, isn't it? Please open the document and see what... Oh, dear. Julie the garden, what did you read? When finished, what was the last bit of the sandwich? Horrible stuff, he says, grimaces and processed. What the point of being immortal and godlike? If you can't get a decent bit of cheese, or he adds, almost with enough. If you can't say out what's next, which is, eh? I'm sorry, I've got to stop reading. I'm going to turn me off, and you can move the A way. However, I will answer questions as people answer them. But I will save my voice. And hello, Ped. Getting excited by the kettle is a very fine cause, Rob, and I don't blame you. I am slowly going pink because I've got the air conditioning turned off in my office, so it doesn't deafen all you folks. So there may be a go and cooling off break at 9 o'clock or something. Anyway, no, it wasn't. I think it was just I had to read, not examine. They are different. Here is my instruction sheet. That's kindly provided me by Stefan. And as you can see, we have look and examine. So there are different commands, basically. My job is to reassemble a bracelet. Finished by tea time, so he's got tea as well. So. Gone. Right. So let's see what we can now see. So if I'm at the east end of the lane, do you think I go west? That's probably there was a map. Stefan did give me a map. I think I left it in Manchester. So we're gonna go blind. Let's see, we've gone west and let's go west some more. Okay, I'm gonna get the map now. I found a map. It's the same map, the stuff I'm bringing out hands me. Even better. On the bus, never-ending lane. East and west and the middle. And I go north in the middle, apparently. The game's fun again. So. I'm gonna go east or west. So let's just go east. Right, west then. How far west do I need to go so I'm not in the east of the lane anymore? Am I missing something obvious here, chat? Hello, Mark. I have a sore throat from the weekend, sorry. Yeah, that's probably true. There we go, how's that? Thank you. I kind of overspoke at the weekend. An east bit of a lane. Yeah, AY Rave sound like your style, Mr. 9-bit colour. That sounds exactly like up your street, Kev. So if I'm in the east of a lane, surely I should go west to leave the east of the lane to arrive in the middle of the lane. How many more wests are we doing till we call it a troll? Or maybe a bug? Is Stefan actually around? Can we ask him? Can the man who made the game tell me if I'm doing it wrong? I'm gonna ask him actually on Facebook. There, I pinged the developer a question on Facebook. I'm stuck! See if you can help me. I'm off the bus. I'm in the lane. Ah, okay, no. I see why you might think I'm in the bus, Mark. It's a feature of the Magnetic Scrolls interpreter that only certain locations have a graphic, and you will see the old graphic until you arrive at a new graphic location. So even though I'm off the bus, the engine hasn't given me a new graphic yet, so I'm going to see the old graphic. It's a style, facet, flaw, bug, feature of this engine. When I go east, it's north. Okay, so let's look and find the bus stop. So let's go east. Look. So what you think, Rob, is I keep going back east until I find the bus stop? Eat the bus stop. Ah, I need to type. Or at least type better. See, I think I've gone as east as far as I can go, Rob. I've definitely gone more east than I did west. I've got a better idea. See, it wasn't just a tech demo. It's also a way out of my fuck-uppery. That's it, you've given up. Two wrong guesses and you're going to walk out on me. Okay, so now I should be on the bus. Yeah, there we go. Let's get back to trolling the bus driver. Push button. Okay. Pick up keyring. Wait. I'm gonna die. May as well come just wait for it. Here we go. Get dragged out of the way by the magic man. Save. Badger 1. We're not doing that again. This is why save games exist, because I'm shit at games. Okay. Read document. Okay. Reassemble the magic bracelet, kill the witches. We're on. Okay, look. So the bus stop is the only feature. Can I go north? I can only go east or west. I'm at the bus stop. So what was your theory about the bus stop, Mr. Robsoft? Because it's got to be better than my theory, which is get lost. Not you. In the game. Quietly trying to die off microphone. I'm looking at the map. Find the map. We have the map. The map says I get thrown off the bus in the just outside the front garden. Open gate. I can't see a gate here. Well, that makes sense. Yeah. Examine it. It's the side of a timetable. Examine bus stop. A notice, okay. Examine notice. So, no more buses then. I think is what that means. Okay, I'm going to find a walkthrough. I'm a cheater. Okay, read the document. What's the Guardian? One more thing. First I have to open a gate, it says. So I think that's a good point. I can also examine the keys. Because no one ever typed inventory. It's nice to know I'm not naked. Oh dear. I said, yeah, open gate is what I found in the walkthrough too, Alan. But don't see a gate here. I'm confused. I've now just looked at two walkthroughs in two different tabs, and they both say once we get off the bus, read the document, which we've done, and then open the gate. I have messaged Stefan, and I think we're stuck. Poop. Okay, in which case, I tried that last time, dude. Pawn or guild? I tried north and it said I couldn't go north. Okay. Let's go back to 512. Does 512 look better or worse on Twitch? I can't tell from my end. Is that... We'll try one more round at the gate and then we'll go guild if we can't do the gate. Load. Badger 1. Text is harder to read now. That's because we're in 512. Okay, we'll go back to 256. That's not a bother. That's good. I'd rather you were comfortable. I saw how much trouble you were having playing games on Saturday, so we can make life easier for you, sir. My capture card definitely prefers this resolution. I suck at games. I write tools for devs and I write productivity applications, and enterprise crap software. This is sophisticated as I get in games. This is me in games. Okay, so at this point, we are off the bus waiting to be rescued. Guardian is here. Okay, so north to cross the road. Can't go north, I can go east or west. So let's try west once. The notice says the bus is going to go on strike, but I can do that too. So let's go back east to the bus stop. Oops, wrong button. So I'm at the bus stop, and I've read the notice. The map says I should be able to go north, and I should be able to open a gate. There's no gate here, and I can't go north. So if I go west, open gate, open gate, open gate, north. Get my history so I can see my... Oh yeah, look, we can make our history come up. Isn't that lovely? Very useful. So if I go back east, I think this is a gremlin, a bug, as Mark says. I think we have a micro issue. So we will... I'll speak to Stefan offline. And for now, we will go to... what was the request? The request was Guild. We'll go to Guild. Ooh, I conveniently have more beer. Too much beer. All sticky now. Oh, that's nice. We have switched from Grolsch to Leffe. Alright, let's just, for sheer punishment of my damn fine self. So, what's the score to beat is 5, I believe, wasn't it? My epic amazing 5. I'm so shit at this. C5, let's go on. I like this gun, I want to keep this gun. I found the death pit. Ah, it's too bouncy. Don't like that game, don't like that game. Oh, sorry, you wanted Guild, didn't you? Or was it? Yes, Guild. And indeed, the one to wait. And before I do that, I will switch to doodly doodly doo. Go with that one. Okay. And now go. Boop. Turn the AY audio off. And open the game. The game is way too fast. Way too fast for me, anyway. So, here we go. You can listen to this title music for a moment or two. While I pull up a map. There is a really good AY version of Left Bank that is fabulous, that I always like think of as great for like showing specky pictures. I like this tune, this is cute. And now it's off again. And the other AYs are back. Excuse me. Okie dokie. You're an inspiring member of the infamous... We're going to do the intro power.
You're an inspiring member of an infamous guild of thieves whose legendary exploits and daring deeds pervade Cavodian folklore. As a test assignment, you have been told to ransack a castle and surrounding areas of all its valuables. In the boat,
floating serenely in a little boat, pitching and rolling with the currents. No, that's it. I'm done. Ah, Jesus. Fuck that noise. Right, floating serenely in a little boat, pitching and rolling with the currents, you feel completely relaxed and ready for anything that life cares to throw at you. To the west is a jetty, to which the boat is moored by a rope, 2 meters long, and the master thief sits in the boat, eyeing you up and down with a look of utter contempt. He turns to you, saying,
The guild and I
The guild and I have surveyed the region and know exactly how much of value is to be obtained. Jump to the jetty and begin your work. Return here when you have completed your business, and remember, I and my associates will be keeping an eye on you. So Stefan says that getting thrown off the bus is going to get me locked in the wrong place. So it's my own fault for not actually interacting with the conductor properly. I brought it on myself. But we're a thief now. We can be a jinxter next time for a little bit. And I'm just going to thank Stefan for his tip. So, don't use the save game from last time is what we've learnt there. Because, I fucked it up. Okay, so, I need to jump to the jetty. In a boat. Oh, jump. Well, splash. That's what you told me to do. Okay, it worked. The joints of the rickety old jetty are like my knees and becoming rotten and warped with a constant lap. Okay, that started going the wrong way. Let's forget about the knees. The jetty is broken and warped with a constant lapping of the river. The small boat is moored here off to the east end of the jetty. Westward is a tract of uncultivated land, and to the southwest lies a field of golden wheat. So I'm guessing we go southwest? Or west? Let's go west. Scrub. I'm cleaning off, you filthy bugger. Here the bramble bushes and weeds are constantly tug and tear at your ankles to run amok. This type of foliage continues to the west and the north, but becomes stronger to the southwest, forming a copse. I always think it's corpse when I see that, but it's not in there. Copse. To the east, the rickety old jetty and wheelfield lies to the south. They're very helpful with their exit descriptions, aren't they? So, the spectacles and the map. Ooh, there's a little picture of the jetty. Isn't that nice? Don't know if you'll be able to see this, that way here. The map that I've downloaded off the Intertubes has pictures of the things by their descriptions. And I'm aware that's... Oh, that's broke my white balance. Something rotten, hasn't it? Try again. There we go. That worked. No, I actually am that pink now, I think. Okay, so we are on the jetty. We're on the scrub now, aren't we? So let's go north and see what the scrub of the north is, as it says. This is dragging extremely heavy trunk is an old frail man wearing a white sash. What do you think? Kill old man. No, we're not going to do that. We're nice people here. We're nice people here. Examine old man. The man appears quite tired, almost completely exhausted by a long, difficult life. Judging by his expression, the enormous trunk he drags behind him isn't helping matters a little bit. Well, you're my trunk now, Dave. Ah, didn't work. Relate to it. Dirty Uncle Bertie. Dirty Uncle Bertie's whites. I have died! Woohoo! We are dead! Okay, well, that was good. What we're going to do now is we're going to pause and take a bio break for 5 minutes. No, one more go. One more go. Then we'll have a bio break. Let's restart. Ooh, restart. Okie dokie. I think there should be more saving this time and maybe less killing of random strangers because I'm a cock. Jump off boat. You land in the water and you drown at the end. I didn't think that was going to happen. Oh, excellent. So, we have to jump on the jetty, just not off the boat. Never mind. Yes, Ped, that happens with me a lot. You must have seen me on Facebook sometimes. That's nice, that's nice. Yeah, I can't! Escalated quickly. Now, the graphics for this are conversions from the ST one. I believe it's the ST one, because the ST ones were in nice 16 colour palettes already, which made them timely conversions. Of course, all of Stefan's effort for this has been in porting the engines, making the engines. We now have a Magnetic Scrolls runtime system. It is ST, Mark, yes. We have a runtime now, so we can go back and do these. The fans can make better graphics. What I'm really hoping, super duper hoping, is now we can get some stuff that maybe helps us make these data sets as well. Because if we could, like, this is where I need Tim Gilbert, of course, Timbus at Gilsoft, Captain Text Adventure himself. He was telling us how it took 8 bytes, I think it was, in Quill for synonyms. Man's a flipping genius for that sort of stuff. Anyway, hopefully now we can now get some builders for building more content for these runtimes and for changing these graphics for nicer graphics, so we can then start remastering these, because the first thing before we could remaster these games completely, we had to have an engine to put them in. So move forward. Them greens. Well, to be fair, they're MSX 9-bit colors, but yes, they're originally ST palette graphics, yes. Okay, so we're in the boat. So let's say jump to jetty. But no, that's what I want. I want you guys to ask me questions and stuff and things so I can answer them, because it's more fun than me reading this stuff. And I don't have to be on Twitch to play these games, although if I wasn't, I'd be doing something productive, so at least this gives me an excuse to play games. Pretend it's work. Okay, so we're now on our jetty. And we're going to go west. And we're not going to kill the old frail man who's not that fucking frail in the first instance. The game lies to us. This time we'll examine the trunk. Help, old man. Let's be nice. Oh! We win some things. You can tell when we win because I'm no good with pointing at stuff. Right up there, in the corner, I can do this. We have the technology. See up there? That way. Go on, D, you useless idiot. There. Bing, 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 bing. I'm no good at this. Up there, see? There's numbers. And they move. And that's how we know we do stuff right. And that's the only way I know if I'm doing anything right. Because it goes up. I have a little number like that on my headboard with the wife. It still says 0. Just a little 0. So, a grateful smile appears on the old man's face. Your extra weight makes the trunk move quite easily. I make it sound like I sat on it. And you soon arrive at the castle's drawbridge. The gatekeeper notices you and lowers the drawbridge and drags the trunk into the castle. The old man follows him, disappearing into the depths of the place he obviously knows well. More pickies. That's green. Scrub. This part of the scrub seems a lot healthier than the regions which lie to the northeast and east. There's actually some grass growing here amongst the tangled undergrowth. Southwestward leads to a wood, southward to a copse, and southeastward to a field of golden wheat. Westward takes you to the side of a hill, which rises up above the scrub, and to the north is the moat, or a homely castle and its drawbridge. And from that I can ascertain where we are. Yes, there we are. He's only moved us 1 square. How about you only do the chef bit? I'm not so keen on... Well, okay, you can fix stuff and the chef bit. Mark, how about you just... That middle chapter. The middle leg. How about you don't do the middle... Don't expose the middle leg. That's fine. Save. Badger 1. I honestly thought we'd die. I'm obviously... I just had a DM from Stefan that says, "Don't kill the man in the Guild of Thieves." Thanks, Stefan. Useful, but not exactly timely advice. I'm just going to let him out. Got to rework that one out ourselves the hard way. Anyway, okay. I'm now gonna grab that bio break, grab some water just to cool off. I'm gonna leave the AYs running full screen for 5 minutes, and then we're gonna come back and we'll do some more fast action stuff, and then a number more text adventure before I retire my throat for the night. Enjoy the tunes. I knew that would happen the second that I put Horace on the camera. It would upset the chroma key because it's a lot of green in the fabric, so it reflects it back. They're so cuddly. They're so lovely and soft. I love them to pieces. They're lovely. They're lovely, lovely. Okie dokie. I did actually try clipping it to the green screen up here, and it looks really weird. This disembodied Horace just looming over me. I was like a bit spooked by it, so I had to move it again. Okie dokie. Let's see. I don't want to jinx the solution. I have a map. Okie dokie. Oh, we have changed our beer. I had a glass of water during my bio break, and we're now on Cali American Ale, which is from Tiny Rebel, which is a Welsh brewery, which of course I approve of, being Welsh. As you can tell by my voice, totally Welsh voice. Right, so we are. Let's bring the game back up so I can see it. Luke. Scrub. You're a scrub. This part of the scrub... Oh, that's right, we're outside of the castle, aren't we? He moved us a whole 1 square. Square, you can think of it like that. Let's go west. On the hill, that's where I thought it would be. That's where I thought it would be. Okay, on a hill. From here, the hill you are on looks more like a mountain as it slopes up. As the slopes above are covered in a thick blanket of snow. There's an opening leading west into the hill, shrouded in seemingly impenetrable darkness. Penetrable darkness. I love the word impenetrable. Good word. To the east lies a region of scrub, and to the southward a wood. Edward Woodward. Southward Woodward. Let's go south. In this part of the wood, sunlight glints through the leaves high above in the strong, healthy trees. To the north is a hill with the scrub. Okay, we've been there, well, we know what that is. Westward, however, is a riverbank with a considerable drop to the river below. So if I go west, will I fall off? Woo! The river bank blocks you. Okay. Could have died. Could have been an arsehole about it. Ooh, that's a very fizzy beer. Very nice though. Tastes of pineapples. It's an American pale ale called Cali. Very tropical. Doesn't say anything about fruit in it. Very nice. Okay, so we're on our... So there's not an awful lot we can do from here other than keep on going to the west. But the river blank is in our way. So we have to go the long way round. So let's go back to the scrub, which is to the east. Could we go to the gatehouse? We go to the gatehouse, because that was like this at the castle, aren't we? There was one more to the east, more to the castle. I know, Blad. I was thinking that. It's like, that's going to be insta-death, surely. Woo! Bonus sound effects. Oh! Eat east. I want to eat the direction east. Ooh, it's pretty. So, in the wheat field. So, golden wheat rippling gently in the breeze. Ripping panties, ripping gently in the breeze. Surrounds you in the picturesque field. Sitting in the southern end of the field is a windmill. Its vanes shimmering in the sunlight. Well, obviously not a junky windmill then, is it? To the northwest is a jetty. To the north, well, that was our previous being grasped by the neck and being saved from death. There's a jetty to the north and northeast scrub. A wood lies westward. Woodward, westward. South, I want to see the vanes of the windmill, see if it is junky or not. The vanes of the windmill are spinning very fast. That sounds like a junky windmill to me. And might hurt you if you try to go that way. So we can't go in the windmill yet. So let's go north. I'm not sure it's back at Scrub. Yes. And then we can go west, which goes towards the Scrub on the hill. And north, I think, we should go to the castle then. Yeah, baby! Bit too keen for that. The gatekeeper greets you and leads you through a courtyard into an entrance hall. Welcome to my entrance hall. Saying, later on, I'll be holding a rat race in the courtyard. Is that a euphemism? I'm pretty sure that's a euphemism. If you care to come along and perhaps make a wager, I'll give you a shout when it starts. Goodbye. I'm pretty sure that this guy's bent as an 8-bob node. The entrance hall. All visitors are brought through this entrance hall on arrival at the castle. The floor is covered with a vast rug. Like a vast rug myself. Woven. Is that like, jazzling or something? In a traditional Cavodian style. And a wooden staircase leads up to the top. This is sounding weird. Up to the top floor. There are exits in all 4 walls. So, south, I'm guessing, goes out. That'll be the court. Let's try, just to be sure. Oh, okay, that did not go where I thought it was going to go. Courtyard open to the clear sky above has ivy trailing hither and thither. All over the halls. There are openings in the north and the south walls which lead to the entrance hall and gatehouse respectively. So, we came in through the gatehouse, so we must have traversed through this. This engine is tricky. I like it. So yeah, we're back in the entrance hall. And from the entrance hall, there was north, south, east, and west. So that was south. Let's go west. Lounge. I could lounge. The lounge has many comfortable chairs and a shag pole carpet, which brings a refreshing spring to your step. The hotel I was at Manchester, I swear the carpets were more comfortable than my home mattress. I need to bring those carpets home to sleep on. They were that nice. A fresh spring in your step. A coal fire blazes away in the hearth, giving off a warm, soft light, which makes you feel relaxed and easy. There are exits to the south and the east walls. A black iron bucket stands close to the fire. Examine bucket. Bucket is made of iron. Contains a lump of coral. I suspect we'll need that later. You have a lump of coal. Merry fucking Christmas. Can I take the bucket? Because I'm a kleptomaniac. I've now got the bucket. I should have just taken the bucket in the first instance, shouldn't I, really? Remind me, what else can I steal? So I came in through the east, so I can go south. Just examine the fire, just in case. Tropical warmth to your beer. It is a light. I say it like... Alright. I'm guessing extinguishers are going to work. This is where I put out fire. Although, I can always check if extinguish works. Nope, they don't look like that's going to do a special. It's thinking about it. At the moment. This is why you try random shit in text adventures, because you hope it doesn't give you just a fucking red herring. So, we have found some fire in a room with a door to the south. South it is then. Gallery.
Burn the pictures, art is evil.
Once upon a time. This gallery held the finest collection of art in all Cavonia. However, during the days of financial hardship, most of the classics have been sold and only a few paintings by obscure contemporary artists remain. Welcome to Glasgow. An exit leads to the north into the lounge. An ornate carved archway provides an exit to the south. Examine paintings. An oil painting is a classic painting of Ripov during his dead period. During his dead period. Not surely that's like from all of it from now onward, surely. Maybe he's a vampire, I don't know. The watercolour depicts a wandering minstrel playing a lute and floating above the ground, singing the words Ufanora Pendara. Hang on, floating above the ground. Is that the joke from Jinxter again? The gaudy painting is an object lesson in how to fail as an artist. I've been to galleries like that. Take all. I'm a thief. Take oil painting. So there's nothing here, so I'm guessing I can't take the oil painting. So we can't take all. This engine is one of those. Which particular thing are you mocking me for, Rob? Yeah, I can't take all. There are 3. I can take 1. Ugh! Bum, bum, bum. That was kind of going to be obvious, wasn't it? The safe looks like it would be pretty difficult to crack. It is locked. Surely, if the safe was unlocked, it'd be a piece of fucking piss to crack! Okay. Take watercolour painting. I think the last one was watercolour, wasn't it? You've now got the watercolour and infinitely large pockets. Safety doors behind the sheet is painting. So when I come to your house, Rob, I should what? I'm trying not to insult Olivia here, but you know, look at the fridge. Where do you keep pictures of an 8-year-old? I have no idea. I'm being nice, honest, mate. Gallery. Also, I've just nicked 3 of the paintings, because they can't going to notice they're getting robbed, are they? No. If you came into your gallery and found all 3 paintings gone and the safe still on the wall and locked, would you ignore that fact? Or, you know, call the police? There is a safe here. I think you just said it was going to be sort of... I think we did do that, didn't we? Yeah. So let's just go south through the ornate arch, which is utterly a euphemism. The drawing room. The ladies retire here after banquets and other functions at the castle. That's definitely a euphemism. The room is mainly decorated in a pale yellow colour, but there's an antique red leather settee against the south wall that clashes violently. Pale yellow and red? What? Piss and blood? I don't know. The only exit from here is back through the archway. Let's see if the map has any hints. Can we see it as well? We are in the drawing room, which is by here. This is unhelpful. And it does appear... I'm no good at this backwards thing on camera. I need more practice. Here, it does appear to be a dead end. So, examine... What's the chance of it having sofa as a simile? We're testing the engine. Didn't think so. It squeaks when you look at it. My pet's like that. Take cushion. I've got 2 of Butler's pictures hanging up. They're not that expensive. You've now got the cushion. Open I have no idea if I can open a cushion. Examine the note. Good. The note bears a profile looking Raldolph Ferg the Fearless, a traditionally used and coins. So it's worth a lot of money, maybe, because it's an original artwork, sketchy thing used on currency. I'm guessing that has value in Thiefland anyway. Inv. You have a pocket the size of God full of loads of things. A swag bag. Open bag, baby. I'm wearing a striped sweatshirt and a jeans. Could I be more stereotypical? How about you also say I'm French and give me a string of fucking onions and a beret? Examine bag. Technically I had the lamp ready, pedant. Examine the lamp. What kind of lamp? Unhelpful description. Put pictures in bag. Put water color in bag. Just experiment, see if that works. Just thinking. So it lets you put things in the swag bag. I wonder if that's important. Put Gordy in bag. Put oil in bag. Ooh. No, you can't do Control A on a spec ED. That's not how it works. Ooh. Swag bag, a lamp, a bucket, a lump of coal, an oil painting, a gaudy painting, and a cushion. You're wearing some. So the watercolor in the bag doesn't get listed. So put oil painting in bag. Yeah, I'm thinking that too, Rob. It needs painting. I'm guessing its noun list contains white space, which is a nice sophisticated engine. Oh, so we have a size thing going on here. I wonder, get watercolor painting out, oh man. So watercolor is fine, but gaudy isn't, so there must be something else that's gaudy in the game. I want to know if the watercolor is out of the bag, will the gaudy go into the bag? Oh, fuck you. And by the fact I've saved it, you can probably guess I'm going to play something else for a little bit. My capture card is not happy this evening. I need a new capture card, I think. What shall we do? That's the old Z Machine stuff, and I'll do the new Z Machine stuff next week. And this, I'm not going to play. I'm not going to play it. I'm going to play that next time. I did promise Kev I'd do that tonight, and we tested it, and it's Kev's games, building his own game framework from scratch, doing these sorts of things, and how the next operating system works. It treats different cards of different sizes with different addressing systems, and this is how the SD card subsystem works. So if you are using the raw addressing system to maximize the throughput from the SD card, there are two different ways that the data can come in from the SD card that you have to allow. So Kev has built all this stuff here for using SD cards above 2 gig in size. Now, as you may notice, this is quite an empty SD card. It doesn't contain very much on it at all. The stuff that it does contain on it is intentionally allowed to be seen by members of the public who can play and view and mess around. And I don't know if this ghost is going to work or not. I'm sure it was working earlier on. Maybe it doesn't. I haven't tested it since I had to reset this machine up with the capture card driver. But the point being is this card is very, very stripped down, so I don't accidentally show anything I'm not allowed to show. So this card is only half a gig in size. So Kev, its framework right now, if it detects a card that is under 2 gig in size, we'll just give you a little error message that will tell you your card right now, rather than crashing anything like it's just I've not. Basically, it's a message that says I don't support your card size yet. So Kev has told me to try it on a bigger card, but unfortunately I only got that message just after 7 o'clock this evening, and didn't have a chance to migrate everything to a card bigger than 2 gig because this one's only half a gig. So we'll save Melchior's Mansion for next time as well. What else was... Ooh, Scramble was fun for the weekend. We had this, courtesy of Mr. Flashbang in our chat there. A near pixel perfect Portal Scramble. And I remember the first time I said that, he went, "What do you mean near pixel perfect? Bah humbug." Which is the sort of thing that Flashbang would say. And I went, well, you've got this lovely little option here that understands that some people have over-scrammed helis. And that wasn't there on the arcade machine. Outside of that, it's perfect, mate. But, you know, I'm going to be a pedant because I like to tease you. It's like, you know, poking a tiger through the bars. So, let's see. There we go, you see. Here on my VGA screen, it's fine. But on the HDMI capture over here, you can see it just pokes off the top. And I can change that in the settings. I totally could. So I have to die to do it first, though, that's all. What is the magic button to change the settings, Flash? Can you remind me? I can't remember them. O for options, there we go. So view normal, and as you see I press the 2, it just brings it in for condensed, normal condensed. So there we go. So that's because our time-lapse mode is top to bottom 256 lines, but many HDMI screens don't actually support the entire range of that. So this just brings it all within the safe range. So as you can see here, we've still got the little, if I toggle it back again with number 2, you can see the stars aren't sort of staying where they are as they twinkle, but it's just moving that top line. I think that's what it is, isn't it? Flash just moves the top line, and then we have some lovely options here. I think this is set up for 2-button mode, and let's go with this. Yes, it's a very old version of Scramble Flash. You're absolutely correct. And I'm also really bad at it. I really just like, I don't know how to move. Literally, I just can't actually move fast enough. My thumbs are. I'm going to say old man thumbs. What I actually mean is D thumbs. I think I've got my ports not quite set right up for this, to be fair. I'm getting problems firing the missiles. I think it's gorgeous, and it's such a lovely port. It is good. It's really pretty. I remember playing this on the BBC and loving this game on the BBC and feeding coins infinitely into the arcade, and it's such fun. And I have other FPGA machines, so getting hold of these sorts of games on FPGA arcade is really easy. But this is such a nice to be able to just play it. So good, so faithful, and have it. I love that sound. Bam, 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 bam. To have it playing right here on. I died because I'm useless. There we go. To have it playing right here on the next, it's really fun. I'm so glad we have it. Because, let's face it, with a new platform like this, we don't have so many of these arcade games. It's good to have. new ports of the games that we don't yet have. Right, once more, because I'm still suffering from a long weekend of travelling, so I tell you what, I'm going to play Orb, because it's fun. I like it. I don't know what I'm doing, but I like it. Oh, my capture card's not having a nice day. Sometimes it doesn't like Orb. My capture card was cheap. It was really cheap. It was like 60 or 70 quid. And I went through, no, I think it was 80 quid actually. But I went through every single cheap capture card that I could find on Amazon till I found one that worked. And the problem with this one is if my CPU on my Mac gets even slightly too high because I'm doing something like, I don't know, chroma keying and not paying attention, it will just drop frames on the capture card. So sometimes what I will do is I'll just restart the OBS and it'll be fine, and sometimes I'll just not bother. What I need to do is actually dig into it properly. I'm pretty sure there's a problem with the capture card drivers in some way, but I'm too busy doing stuff on the next to faff around with the capture card. Oh, I don't actually know if my Wi-Fi is working after the show. I have no idea. Not a clue. That's a really old version of Nextel. Let's not use that one. And this is an old version of the operating system, so we're not going to be playing with that. But this is what we get for using a card that wasn't set up properly. Okay. Tell you what, just because I've not played it in for ages, let's play my old nemesis. If I can find the it's the first screen, isn't it? Where is the flipping SNA? I can't see it on this screen. That's because I can't see a thing. I'm tired. My eyes are blurry. Which, literally, I cannot see the SNA. I'm going blind. I'm sure you guys are seeing it and shouting, and I cannot see it. And that alone, ladies and gentlemen, is a really good reason that I'm going to stop playing games. Thank you for coming. It's been about an hour and a half, give or take. I am absolutely exhausted. My throat is killing me, and I'm sweating cobs. Let's do this again in a couple of weeks, when hopefully I won't have just come back from a show, and I won't be flipping knackered with a sore throat and underprepared. The questions that you asked, hopefully I've answered. If not, poke me on Twitter or on Facebook or on some social platform, and I will be more than happy to see you all again. Bye for now.